Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. You are watching Life with NICHELLE and Company. And of course, when you have some time like now, hit that subscribe button so you will know when new videos are out. So today's video is just recapping or redoing a video that I did when I launched my unicorn inspirational brushes. I want to shout out Dr. Josia. She was the one that prompted me to redo, well, not actually redo, to show the video on how to use your 12-piece unicorn inspirational brush set. Of course, when I went back to the video that I did 2 years ago, the quality and I thought I was doing something, the quality of the video to show you guys how to use your 12-piece unicorn inspirational brush set was gagging to me. Of course, I thought I was doing a thing. It was my first time using YouTube, and I was like, yeah, I got this, I could do this. The recording was, to me now, when I look at the quality of it, was horrible. The speed of it was very slow. So now that I've updated myself with a brand new camera, and I know how to speak, I did communications, that's what my master's is in, right? I know how to just speak and show well on the camera. Anyways, so I'm actually updating a video that I did 2 years ago to show you guys how to use your 12-piece unicorn inspirational brush set. Now, these are your brushes here, and you could see the unicorn colors in the brushes. I'm just opening a new set to show you guys, but of course, once we're done with the look, it's gonna look like this, okay? And I need you guys to understand that you need to use your brushes. They are going to get dirty. Yes, I understand that they are white bristles and they look pretty because of the nice unicorn colors that you get reflective on the handle, but they are brushes, they are tools, and they are meant to be used and get dirty. There are instructions on your brush set how to wash them, how to care for them. So you're going to have to get them dirty to do a look. Of course, you have the black unicorn ones. If you're so afraid and you want to keep the white unicorn brushes as a collection, you have the black unicorn brushes as well. You guys know where to get these brushes. It's www.anichelleandco.com. So we're diving into a nice summer look because summer has started about 2 weeks now. June 21st was the beginning of summer, and we're gonna dive into this nice, simple coral look for summer, and yet a way to use your 12-piece unicorn inspirational brush set to do a full face minus the lips. We used about 10 brushes. The other 2 brushes I didn't really use were the lip brush, and that is, you could use that if you want to, but it could also be used as an eyeliner brush. Remember, these brushes are multi-purpose. And then the other brush I didn't use was a second eyeshadow brush. We use all the blending brushes. We use the majority of the brushes. So you guys are going to enjoy this video. As I said in the video somewhere, my sinuses are up and I'm pushing through. But yeah, I got the look done, guys. Full face with the 12-piece unicorn inspirational brush set. So stay tuned for this look.
Take a peek.
Basic idea is that there's a glue that I can find that's exactly right. Exactly right.
So today,
these flat, stiff brushes are for precision, okay? So we're gonna use this with, I'm using an eyebrow gel to shape my eyebrows. If you're using an eye pencil, then you could definitely use this to do eyeliner or underliner for your eyes. Now, in doing your eyebrows, they're drawn on and they look a bit crazy, but remember, you're gonna clean them up with some concealer. There are 2 ways to clean up your eyebrows. I'll be using my LA Girl Pro Concealer. I could use this because it has a brush on it, and you guys are familiar with this. Or I could use the concealer and then use my flat, let me come back here, eyeshadow brush to clean up and shape the brow. Okay, I'm using the flat eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna clean up and shape my brows. Remember, flat and stiff brushes are for precision. To finish up the shape of my eyebrows, on top I'm going back with my LA Girl concealer, and I'm using a color that is close to my skin complexion. This is Toast. You could also use your flat eyeshadow brush to shape the top of your eyebrows. Now, if you did a really good job with drawing on your eyebrows, you may not need to clean it up, but for me, I like to make sure everything is followed correctly in the process. So I'm just using this to clean up. And again, you could use your flat eyeshadow brush to do this. Okay, next we're going to do eyeshadow. Eyebrows are done. You were able to use your flat eyeshadow brush, and you were able to use your flat eyeliner eyebrow pencil brush. So here we go now with some eyeshadow. We're gonna do some blending, and you need that fluffy blending brush. And when I say fluffy, it gives you enough surface area to work with. That's why we use a fluffy blending brush. If you wanted precision, as I said before, the brushes would be stiff and flat, and then you'd be able to cut your crease or do whatever precision you need for your eye look. So I will be using the Culture palette, and we're doing a coral look today. So I will be using just a simple transition brown. So we're gonna blend with brown, and then we're gonna use Delta in that nice coral look. So let's jump into it. And again, this is just simple look using your Unicorn Inspirational brushes. All of my sinuses are on level 100 today, but I told myself I am going to record today. I am recording through all this sneezing and runny nose. I have to get this done because this is important. Is it important? It is. It's just having a video ready for some content for you guys. So I am pushing through this. The editing for this might be a little bit jokey and funny, but yeah, this what's going on here. We had to push through. Next, you want to prime your eyes. Just a little bit, because that coral, we need it to pop yet stay on your eyes, okay? So prime your eyes. Now we're using an eyeshadow brush, and there are two eyeshadow brushes in your Unicorn Inspirational set, so you're able to do multiple things on your eyes. There's also two blending brushes as well, so again, you could do multiple things with your eyes. So your eyeshadow brush is slightly fluffy but yet slightly stiff. It gives you precision, but yet you're able to work with a full surface. So I am taking that nice coral look. This look potent, but let's see, right? And I'm just tapping. Ooh, yeah, this is bright. Tapping there, and you're following the shape of your eyeball, right? Tapping. We don't do windshield wiping. That is moving the product left to right. It's not keeping it in place, so you get that strong color on your eyes. And you keep tapping until you get your full surface of your eyes covered. Next, we're gonna add some foundation. So this is your foundation brush in your Unicorn Inspirational Brush Set. It is fluffy, but yet a little bit stiff. Ooh, might have some dust, right? See that dome shape, right? This is good, again, for surface, but yet precision, right? So I'm going to wet my brush a bit so we could get some good movement. With the foundation, I am using Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade Spicy Brown, right? This is slightly damp, right? And then I'm just placing and then tap it. Take it underneath, well, for me, I had to take it underneath my chin. So the color disperses well. And you guys know how to put on foundation, right? Foundation is necessary because it gives the complete look. It gives you a nice matte finish, complete look. You could do your eyes only, but for some reason your skin produces oil. Even if you think you have dry skin, your skin has the sheen. So when you don't have that foundation on and you just do your eyes and your eyes look amazing, it doesn't give a good balance to me. But again, that's people who want to do it like that. I highly recommend when you're doing a face look with an eye look, please make sure at least you have foundation on. Or if you have a foundation powder, better, because that's 2 in 1. But look at this. You want to make sure you have a nice balance on your face, right? So that's what your foundation brush does. See, it moves on a wide area and you're tapping into your skin, so the foundation mimics your skin. You see the balance when you put the foundation on. Your eyes are done and everything. Next, we are going to seal your foundation with powder. Again, a necessary step. Again, if you're doing a full face, I'm just asking that you guys do the full face properly. There's no easy way to look a certain way without following the process. And it seems like a lot, but trust me, in order to look a certain way, you have to follow the different processes, which means different layers. So foundation is done. Now we head on to powder. Your powder brush is bigger than your foundation brush, right? It's the fluffiest dome looking brush in your set. Still has a little bit of stiffness because again, you want to cover a wide area but yet get precision so the powder gets onto your skin and stays. It's supposed to mimic your skin. I'm using Maybelline Super Stay 24 hours, right? This is actually a powder foundation, but don't work like that for me. But I just love how it sets my face. So of course you tap, 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 right? Tap. And you just push into your skin and you're gonna get that nice matte look. I love a matte look. I do not like dewy looks, glowy looks, because it to me on camera it looks like you're sweating. I guess depending on what you are doing, then a glowy look would come into place. For instance, those who are models for carnival, they're probably going to have a dewy glowy look, but I love a matte finish face. So this is what your powder brush does, right? It covers a wide surface. Do you see how wide that surface is? Yeah, it's precision into the area that you want the powder to be pressed into. So at this point where powder is done, I'm going to use just a facial spray, or you could have a setting spray. The best setting spray for me, which I'm not using today, but I use it anytime I go out, is the One Size, and I have to show you guys that, but not this video. It's the One Size setting spray. It looks like hairspray, but that is going to set your face. I used this on the girls for carnival last year, Miami Carnival last year, and it was pouring rain like crazy, like monsoon rain. And the one girl that went into the rain, she was like, yeah, Atara, your best, because this spray held up the makeup. Of course I was crying, because after I do your face and rain falling like monsoon, I'm like, well, what the hell? Anyways, just to set your face, just using a facial spray, right? Just let that dry. And then next, we're gonna go into blush and some highlight. Okay, so next we're gonna do blush. And this blush brush, make sure I don't tie my tongue up. This blush brush is angled. It's multi-purpose, and most of my brush sets are multi-purpose because there are different things you could do with the same brush. So this is angled, so you could use this for blush and it's going to get into that nice corner of your cheekbone. You could also use this to highlight. You could also use this to contour if you want, right? If you're doing contour. And of course, if you're going to use the same brush for multiple things in one look, in the same look, what you could do, of course, get a nice wet napkin or the facial wipes and just make sure you wipe it off, and then you go back and you do whatever else you needed to do with the brush. So this brush is angled. It's slightly fluffy and slightly stiff. Again, it's going to give you coverage, wide coverage, but yet precision. So now choose your choose your blush, right? I'm going in with an orange blush on this. Let me take that back. I'm not using an orange blush. I meant coral. I was so hyped just now. So this is my blush palette, right? I'm using coral because my eyes are coral, right? So you just tap. You could use any color blush you want, or you don't have to use blush, but I'm just showing you how to use your Unicorn Inspirational brushes. So I'm looking at the angle of my cheekbones and I just want to place the blush. Woo, potent! These are La Femme blushes. I don't even know if they make them anymore, but let me tell you something, I'm not letting it go because this was the most potent color type of blushes that you could have for melanated skin. All the other blushes, it would disappear into your skin, but the La Femme, these La Femme blushes, oh my God, look at this. This is amazing on my skin. So you see how the coral and the coral eyeshadow, you see how they correlate, you see how they match, you see how they're in symmetry. And look at the brush. The brush is pressing in and still giving you a slight contour without actually using contour powder. You just want a little blush right there, and the same thing you would do for the other side. Next, we're gonna do some highlighting. Is it necessary to do highlighting? Not really, it depends if you want to, but again, you have a 12-piece brush set, multi-purpose, that you could do anything with brushes, most things, right? This is your fan brush. Your fan brush is for that curvature right there where you wanna put your highlight. I'm using Becca. Becca's no longer Becca's no longer in business. They had really good products, so I'm using this nice little champagne color. It has gold effects on it. And we could always talk about what highlight to go with what blush. You know me, I use an all color blush with all color highlight, right? I'm not the person to stay safe when it comes to color. That's somebody else, right? So getting in there, and you touch a bit, depending on how potent your highlight is, right? You take a little bit at the edge of your fan and follow the curvature of your cheek, right? So you're going and you blend out. This highlight is potent. But again, this is the point of your fan brush. You see it's wide and stiff again. So you get coverage of the area that you need. And yet precision in the spot that you need it. Lastly, I just want to use the angled blending brush. I didn't get a chance to use it at the beginning, but this angled blending brush could be used to do your transition color, of course. It could be used if you're doing a smoky eye. This is fluffy but yet precision because of the angle to place your eyeshadow on there. But as I said, I'm going to use this to just contour my nose. I didn't use it to contour my cheeks because I really didn't want to do all of that today. But just to show you again, what is the purpose of this brush? It's an angled brush that can be used to blend, to place eyeshadow, or to contour, right? So I am using, make sure this clean because you know the shine. Ooh, this ain't really clean, but highlight, contour, and more. Her contour powder palette I'm just taking a little bit on the brush, and let me come close here, right there. Could you all see that? Right there. Take this up. It's angled for a reason, to get into the corners. Take your contour up to your eyebrows, down, right? Same thing on the other side. Up into your eyebrows. Right? And to make this look outstanding, of course, let me just go back with some, oh, not this highlight. Y'all don't mind me today. Today is a sinus trying to keep my nose from running on camera day, okay? Take your ring finger, get some of that highlight, and put it right down that bridge of your nose, and then on the tip of your nose. Very subtle highlight. And then what you would do, you would spray, set your face, do your lips, and you're good to go. Very simple look. And we used, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We used 9 of the 12 brushes. And as I said before, some of the brushes are duplicated, so you are able to do multiple things on your eyes. For instance, if you wanted to do 2 or 3 colors, you have 2 eyeshadow brushes. If you want to do a couple blending of colors above your eyes here, you have 2 blending brushes. You could also count the angle blending brush as a 3rd brush as well, so you have options. So I'll be back with my lips and everything, and then I'll close off this video, and I hope you guys indulge. Your brushes are to be used. They're not a collection for your bookcase. I actually forget to show you all your pencil brush. I can't forget that. This is also an important brush. So this is brush probably number 10, and this is dome shape, right? Pointed for precision, and it's stiff, right? So you could use this. I'm gonna show you guys to put in the inner corner. If you wanna do a simple eye look and you want to just pop the inner corner of your eyes, this is your brush. You see that precision, that bullet, I call it a bullet brush sometimes, right? Or you could use it to smudge if you have eyeliner underneath your eyes. So let me just pick, I don't know, just a random color to put in the corner of my eyes. Do I want a color block with this? No, let me go with a gold, right? If that is gold, I ain't sure. All right, you take a little bit on the brush and pull back there, right? And precision, look at this, huh? Boom, look at that. Woo! Look how this changed the eye look, right? Precision. If for some reason, again, you can't find your angled contour blush, a brush that could be used for, you know, different things as I showed you before, this could also be like a contour brush because it's pointed and it could get into the corner, right? So look at that little highlight I get to put, bro, look at that. Precision, right? When it's pointy, when it's stiff, precision. When it's fluffy, cover wide areas, okay? So the other thing I want to show you would be how to now reuse your flat eyebrow brush as an eyeliner. Okay, so you take your flat eyeshadow brush, right? And you want to just clean it off as best as you can, right? Clean, 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 clean. Remember, brushes are multi-purpose. And I'm just going to take a nice color and put under my eyes. Flat, right? Flat, stiff, precision. Look at this. Precision, right? There you go. And I'll do the other eye. So I'll come back, lips will be done and everything, and we good to go. Okay guys, this is the final look. This is a nice simple coral look for summer, just to try out the unicorn brushes. And I want you guys to jump in and just try something with the brushes. Don't have them stacked on the shelf. They're not a collective items, even though they're cute. I get that, but you have 12 brushes. You could do anything with your 12 brushes, and exactly as the statement says on the brushes, believe you can and you will. So until the next video guys, mwah, 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 and I'll see you all for another video. Bye.